Breaking iNews Tigers fan, as per Tom Morris report on Twitter, that Tom Lynch has actually entered the concussion protocol after a head knock during the game yesterday. Said he felt fine at the time and obviously played out the rest of the game, but then went a bit downhill post-game and actually ended up showing signs of concussion. So he has entered the concussion protocol, which means he will miss, I think, is it the next 14 days? I think it is 12 or 14. Either way, he's completely ruled out of the Essendon game coming up on Friday night. Which is a huge blow. He's obviously a big focal point for us, kicked a couple of goals, and even though he missed a couple of easy ones as well, I guess his main role of taking that number one defender is what's of most value to us as well, along with any goals he gets that's a bonus. So no Tom Lynch presents opportunities for someone else though. Obviously Campbell Gray and Jacob Blight had really good games in the VFL, and we're going to be losing Noah Bolter as well. So 2 forced outs already as it sits right now on Monday, Noah Bolter and Tom Lynch, which are massive outs. So you would think that Jacob Blight will almost certainly be one of the inclusions. And Campbell Gray could be one that comes in potentially to play up forward. I know there's the temptation of McKelty Lafau, but he's only played a half of football and he's clearly not going to be match fit enough to come back in and play at AFL level. Maybe I'm proven wrong and they do roll the dice, but I don't think we're a roll the dice type of team right now. There's nothing to gain from doing that. It's not worth putting him at risk and causing potential setbacks with fitness or whatever it might be. So I'm putting McKelty Lafau off the table. Fawcett had an okay game as well. He actually did some ruck work too. And obviously we've still got Sims and Jonty Fall in the side. So our key forward makeup is going to look very, very different this week against Essendon. Maybe, I don't know whether we can go smaller. I do kind of like having the other talls, but we are going to need a bit more from a Sims and a Jonty Fall this week in the absence of Tom Lynch, who, is obviously such a big leader down there in the foreline for these younger players. And based on what we've kind of seen throughout the year, I kind of feel like Jacob Blight can do a similar role. I'm not at all suggesting he can do it at the level of Tom Lynch, but the way that Jacob Blight runs and attacks the football, like he's got a good run and jump at it, he's prepared to crash in hard at packs. The times we have seen him go forward, I thought he competes really well. And I think this might be a game to bring in Blight and Gray, have Gray play in defence, who I thought looked really good down there previously, so he can partner up Miller. And I would actually play Blight forward. I think that's probably going to be our best outcome of trying to get a like-for-like replacement as best we can with Tom Lynch being out. Big shoes to fill, but we just need people to compete in the air. And like we've seen so far this year, it doesn't really matter if they're not clunking marks from 5 deep. We kind of don't want it to go in that way. We'd rather the eyes be lowered and someone like Jacob Blight or Jonty Fall lead up on a hard lead through the 50 and take the mark there. But if we're going to bomb it in, I think Jacob Blight's our best chance to help bring the ball to ground, if not mark it himself, because he does have really, really good hands. So that's my solution. But yeah, there you go. Some breaking news on Tom Lynch. Unfortunately, will miss with concussion. Not ideal from that sense, but also from an age standpoint, I don't mind him having some time off anyway, just to keep his body fresh, because I really do think we need to look at a 2-year plan for him. We need him for next year as much as we need him for this year, and I don't want to burn him out, but I also acknowledge he is a huge piece to our puzzle of being competitive on a week-to-week basis, so him not being there does leave a big hole, and it's going to be fascinating to see how we feel it this week. So let us know what you think in the comments below. Who would you bring in to replace Lynch and Bolter? If you've got any other ideas outside of the Gray and Blight scenario, let us know. And otherwise, we'll see you tonight for the live Monday night show, 8:30 p.m. See you there.